Hello and welcome back to One Club Champ. This is Buck CC and we are on the journey from level 10 in the game all the way to the Premier League. We have decided to start up our career again. We've missed it so much and we've got unfinished business. So let's get back into it. Let's waste no more time. Let's go into our history and show you what we have done over the last couple of years. As you can see here, started in the English Hellenic Football League Division 1 East, and that was level 10 in 2020-2021. We find ourselves having done successful promotions all the way up through the leagues, where we reached the championship. We were in the championship for a couple of years, and then we finished top of the pile, champions of the championship on 99 points, getting ourselves into the Premier League. Our first year in the Premier League, we finished 8th. Here we are, just outside of the Champions League and European League spots on 53 points, 15 losses, 8 draws, 15 wins. Last year was an incredible year. We won the FA Cup by beating Arsenal 1-0. We won the Carabao Cup by beating Man City 6-0. So we had a domestic cup double, and then we finished 3rd in the Premier League, in the Champions League. This is Buck CC. My youth team from the 90s started in level 10, now in the Prem and kicking it with the big boys. We only lost 4 games in the league last year. We lost to Liverpool, Man United, Man City and Spurs, all away from home. We scored 82 goals, not quite as much as Man United. We only let in 43, finished on 74 points, but we were 10 points off of Man City. So let's have a look at what our new kind of team looks like. We've made some signings. There are some new legends that we need to kind of learn about, and I'm going to tell you all about them right now. So here is our tried and tested 4-4-2, and this is the tactic we have used pretty much exclusively from level 10 to the Prem. In goal this year, say hello to Abel Gonzalez. Now, Abel Gonzalez, we brought him in for 2.1 million, all the way from Deportivo Cali. And the things I like about him, I mean, handling of 18, aerial reach of 19, reflexes of 17, 6'4". I think he's got a tremendous, he's got 5-star potential. Colombian 20-year-old, you know we're finding the wonder kids. This kid's gonna be an absolute steal at 2 million. Here's our back four. So say hello to Jesus Manzanara, and he is, again, another exceptional fullback. He isn't too technical, but for the club that we are, 21 years old, from Germany. We brought him on a free transfer, 11 assists last year, a 7.01 rating, played all of the league games. Look at his physicals, they're off the charts. Super great agility and balance, natural fitness, pace, stamina, all of that stuff. Let's have a little look at our centre-back pairing, and I love these guys. Ball-playing defenders. Here is Groza, Leontin Groza, 20 years old, Romanian international. He's worth 26 million now. Here's his history. Bought him in at 9.25 million. We sent him out on loan, and then we got a work permit. So we brought him back, and he finished out the season, 16 games, 7.11 rating. Again, it's got him here as a fullback. There's no way he's a fullback at 6'2". He's in the back there, ball playing central defender, passing of 13, tackling of 15. Great physicals again with that pace as a central defender, 17 pace. And he has that media description as a wonder kid. Okay, Groza, he is partnered with Dominici. Now, Dominici is a 21-year-old Italian. He's in the under-21s right now, but he's clearly going to be a future international. Okay, nearly said a bad word there. So, here he is, as Alessandro Dominici. He's playing centre-back, 26 million, paid 13 times for us last year. We sent him out to Seville and he got his work permit, so brought him back in. 26 million is a lot for Buck CC, but at 21 years old, he shows a lot of promise. Let's go over to the left side of the field, and it's Kevin Kavanagh, who's on loan from Liverpool. Now, this kid, again, 20 years old, and we ain't going to be able to sign him, but he had no appearances until we gave him the chance. And he just did absolutely amazing last year. Love the physicals, great mentals. And then look at this, technique and tackling and passing all in the 16-17s. So he's over on the left-hand side. Bor Hassan's, he has been around for a little bit now, 4 seasons, slowly getting better and better and better. So it's 2.6 million. He is now worth 40.5 million as a winger. Knocks ball past opponent, you gotta love that. And again, let's just have a little look. 11 assists last year, 7 goals, and Bor Hassan's, interestingly wearing the number 6 jersey out there on the left. He is an out-and-out winger. Over on the right-hand side is the left-footed Ramon Kabastani. Now, again, I love this guy. I think, yes, he's an inverted winger. We don't play him as an inverted winger, but 24 years old. We signed him on a free from Barcelona. We played 37 games last year, 8 goals, 7 assists, and he's worth 43.5 million. 24 years old. He's yet to get an international cap, but this guy, he scores goals with his left foot. Say hello to Brian Espendola. Brian Espendola is a deep line midfielder, could play in the attacking midfield role. 1.8 million, we signed him from a Colombian first division club, Atlético Nacional. Came in 6.77 in your first year as a DLP, not bad at all. Now worth 21 million. He's got that 4 to 5 star potential, and I really like this guy. Vision of 16, work rate of 16, technique of 18, passing of 17, and first touch of 16. Tries killer balls often. Like, he is the real deal in that little DLP role. He is partnered with one of our youth academy kids, and he's not that great, but we've been churning away with him. He's been, as you can see here, he's made 81 league appearances already. He doesn't score goals. He kind of just like helps us out in there, and he's now worth 11.5 million, but he clearly isn't cutting the mustard in the centre of midfield for us. Up front, let's introduce you to these two absolute monsters up front. Ibrahim Alo, 23 years old, 37 million. His current star ability of 4, potential ability of 4. He is a complete forward, 6 foot, strength of 15, stamina of 17, good finishing, determination. He is currently wanted by Paris Saint-Germain. You know that they only come for the absolute units. We signed him for 13.5 million. I mean, that's not bad. 13.5 million. He scored 13 league goals last year, 22 in all competitions. And Ibrahim Alo plays as the complete forward next to, and say hello to, Fabrice Mambou. Fabrice Mambou is our leading transfer record signing. He's an advanced forward, but also can play as a complete forward too. Look at those physicals. Finishing of 18, composure of 16. He's 22 years old. He's got 5 or 4.5 star potential, and he scored 29 league goals last year, 35 in all competitions. Fabrice Mambou is an absolute unit. I like him a lot. I think he's got, he plays on the left side with a left foot, likes to beat the offside trap, places his shots, tries first time shots, and runs with the ball often. Again, this guy, if we can keep him, is going to be legit legend for the club. Let's have a little quick little look at some of the other players, because they are part of our team. Here we brought in Luke Thomas this year, 33. He's very good. He's been at Leicester all of his life, so we signed him as a free transfer. Cormac Purdy, again, we signed him from Chelsea, free transfer, and he's just doing real nice. He can play in centre mid or centre back, 6'2". He's not quite good enough to start, but again, 22 years old, lots of potential. Mike Konig. Now, Mike Konig is worth 44 million. Again, a complete forward or an advanced forward. Last year, he kind of split his time coming off the bench. He scored 11 goals in all competitions in 15 starts. In the Cups, he got 8 in 7. In the league, only 3 league goals. But again, we were just bringing him on. As a free transfer, Mike Konig could be an absolute legend. Again, 25 years old. He's a star player. Boubacar Cissé has just been at the club on loan for the last two seasons. Again, really like him. He offers a lot of cover in left back, right back, and in centre back. Again, let's have a little look. Now, this guy is meant to be the highest prospect that we have. I know he only has the 5 stars, but when he came in, he was like a 99% sign this guy at all costs. Signed him on a free transfer, which was incredible that we got him on a free. I'm not really sure what to do with him because we don't play with that attacking centre midfield role. But here we go. This is him. I think he's got a lot of potential. 19 years old, Turkish. He could get real good. Say hello to Felix Arboleda. I can't even pronounce that. Arboleda, yeah, Troy Arboleda. Signed for 3.3 million. He's a wonder kid, or at least he was a wonder kid last year. 18 dribbling, first touch of 18, natural fitness, balance, agility, technique. He is 6'6", and we're not sure if he's a forward because he's only got finishing of 9. But last year he scored 6 goals, 11 in all competitions. The year before that, 11 goals. So again, doing really nice for us. A bunch of the other guys, they're all kind of youth guys that we're bringing through. The biggest guy that I want to try and bring through this year is Danny Lawton, an academy homegrown guy, and that's what this save is. And we sent him out on loan to Burton Albion, which, by the way, is the best place to send your youth academy prospects. Not only is the fact that if you go into, where is their club stuff? Facilities. They have excellent youth training facilities because they train at St. George's Park. And if they get really good in terms of like playing your guys, they're gonna stat up pretty quickly because of the facilities that your guys get to train in. So if we can get anyone to Burton Albion, that is great. Okay, I think the next thing, let's touch on just the history of the club real quick. All right, let's go into club info, history and records. Here we are. The most league goals is Niall Ennis. Here he is. Niall Ennis was with us while we went up through the divisions. There he is. He's one of our club legends. The most goals by a player in a season is Matty Vigor right here, scored 40 goals in 30 appearances. Next up is Dwayne Christie. He is our youngest goal scorer. Here's Dwayne, Youth Academy kid. Eric Natambi scored 6 goals in 1 game. He is our first ever regen right here, way back in 2020, 2021, where he scored 10 in 7. And then as we went up the leagues, he could not stay with us. Highest purchase was Fabrice Mambu. Biggest sale is Aon Tavares. Here he is. We sold him 15 million just to Shandong last year. And there you go. It is time to dive into the first game of the season, which is away to Bristol City. Bristol City, pretty good club in this, and we're going to see if we can start the season with a win. And let's have a look at what we've got. Okay, so here's the starting lineups right here. Here's our guys. We're going to go in on Luke McDonald when tackling. Absolutely. Let's get into the dressing room. Come on, lads, show me what you can do. It's always the thing. We always tell our players to go out there. We have faith in them. And let's get to kickoff. Here we go. Away, first game of the season. Always a little dodgy for me. We're playing in our lovely away kit, which it's beautiful. Have a little look at it. It's got little pinstripes. Very retro. So here we go. We've had our first shot of the season. And it's a bit of a quiet game after the first 15 minutes. We haven't put too many of the new players in, which is why I've started Cox here over any of the other players that we signed. Just want to keep that continuity a bit as we get the team kind of molded together. I think it's time to give him a little shout, little encouragement. There you go. Boys reacted well to that. 9 shots. Here we go. Free kick. Kabastani, left foot. What is that? Handball? Penalty? Let's have a little look. What does VAR tell us? Penalty awarded. Okay. Who steps up? The left back, Kevin Kavanagh, drills it. Stuart Pearce-esque bottom right corner. The loanee from Liverpool scored himself a penalty. First game of the season. Up the Bucks. There we go. We are 1-0 up at home. Or sorry, at Bristol City. What am I saying? At Bristol City. We want a bit more from you. There you go. So half time, 1-0 up, away from home against Bristol City. Dominici into Espandola. Dominici into Kavanagh. Into Jordan Cox. Out to, oh no, Jordan Cox giving the ball away. And now Bristol City are on the break. Good recovery, boys. 2 banks of 4. Little flicks from Bristol City on the edge. Can they carve out a chance? What a strike by Luke McDonnell. The guy who we said we should go in and tackle hard. He's just hit an absolute world-class volley. So it's 1-1 with 55 minutes gone in the game here. Front 2 of Lowe and Mambu haven't really done much, have they? But speak of the devil, here he is, Mambu into Sains, into Lowe, slotted away. Ibrahima Lowe for his first goal of the season, just as I was slating him. And they pop up with a nice goal. Another highlight quickly after. Espandola on the edge, drops it into Dominici. Out to Kevin Kavanagh. Clips it in and Mambu, nice and easy. I just slagged them off, and then Fabrice Mambu and Ibrahima Lowe have gone and scored themselves a goal apiece within 2 minutes of each other, and we're now 3-1 away from home, and we are looking pretty good. I think it's time. Let's make a little substitution. Let's take out Cox and bring on Timar Kirkland, who's on loan from United. We're going to take off Borja Sanz, who can only really manage 65 to 70 minutes for some strange reason. And we're going to bring on Luke Thomas for his debut after signing for a free transfer. Free kick, Kabastani whips it in, back post, headed over. And I think we're going to... Espandola here is asking for a sub. He looks like he's given everything. So Espandola comes off. We're going to bring him on for... Not really sure here. Let's throw on Yildirim. He's not a DLP, but there you go. Gets his debut as well, the young little wonder kid. It's 3-1 up, away from home, final minutes. And there we go, full time. 3-1, lovely stuff. Goal from Kavanagh, Lowe and Mambu. And I think we're going to move on to squeeze in one more game before the end of this episode. Okay, so we are getting closer to being able to play our next game against Bournemouth. However, we've just stopped it because I have potentially signed one of the best players I've ever signed in the game. And if you followed the Aylesbury career where I had Dias Funchal, this guy has the potential to get on that level. I want to welcome Papa Theob. Papa Theob is 23. We just spent a fortune on him, 55 million up front, going up to potentially 71 million. And here he is. Papa Theob is 23. He's got 9 caps and 4 goals. He is worth 41 million, 5-star potential, world class. He is 6'2", advanced forward. Look at the physicals, look at the technique and the mentals. This guy is incredible. Scored 26 in 39. He scored 85 goals in 139 games. This guy looks like he could be the absolute real deal. I don't even know if I need him, but when you see a player like this, you're going to get him. How do we get him? Well, let's go back into my inbox. Basically, he threw in a transfer request. He said he wanted to leave that club, and we just threw money at it, and we just spent our entire transfer budget on this one player. But I think it's money well invested for sure. My word, what a player. Okay, 23, and he has got everything going for him. I think if I look at these terms that I made, I think I did an okay job. Let's have a look. I'm giving him a wage of 88k a week. That's not bad at all. Okay, I gave his agent 300,000. I gave him international appearances. Yeah, I got to pay 9.5 million once he gets 10 more caps, and I have to give away 35% of the profit from the next sale. But to be honest, I don't think I'm going to sell him. All right, fixtures. We've got Bournemouth at home. And I want to introduce you to another little wonder kid, potential wonder kid, that we've signed from Brazil. We send our scouts all over the place. We bring them in real young, but this guy eluded us and we had to put 15 million down to get him. So let's have a little look. They are suggesting that Theob goes straight in the lineup. So let's have a look. I don't know if we do that straight away. I think Theob goes on the bench for me. Okay, where is he? Theob. Well, first of all, let's introduce Lucas Botura. Here he is, 18 years old. We put down 15.5 million for him. But again, he is an attacking midfielder, stroke forward. He's got amazing potential, 5-star. I think he's going to be a real player. We've dropped 15 million on him because I think he's going to be the real deal. At 17, 18 years old, he has got great mentals, great physicals, good physicals, and some nice technique. Bit of training and he's going to be unbelievable. So anyway, let's get into Papa Theob. Here he is. Do we start him? Do we start him for the first game? I think so. I think we do. And I think we're going to put him in. Does Mambu play as a complete forward? He does. Okay. Ibrahim Alo, you are going on the bench. Theob in. Mambu as the complete forward. Ibrahim Alo, I am sorry, buddy, but you have just been dropped to the bench, even though you scored in the first game of the season. Mike Koenig, you are out. Mike Koenig, 44 million, just doesn't even make the bench. Okay, do we put Botura on there too as well? Give a little, I think so, instead of the Yildirim. Okay, submit that team. How does Cox still start for us? I don't know, but here we go. We're going to put Tim Kirkland in as the starter. Lucas Botura, I love that. He wants the number 10. No chance, buddy. You get 25. I'm excited to see Papa play. Come on, Papa. Yeah, pick up where you left off. Attackers, have faith, have faith. Here we go, here we go. Let's get into it. Look at the MK Stadium. What a spectacle, what a place for Bucks CC to play while they're building up our little stadium to close to 30,000. Bournemouth playing what looks like 5 at the back with a defensive midfielder, a 6 in defense. I'm excited to see Papa play. Come on, Papa. All right, let's skip this. Let's get into the game. You watch Papa rock out a 6.2 in his opening game. That's the most I've probably ever spent on a player, 66 million. For Bucks CC as well, where we have not spent a dime all the way up until the last couple of seasons. Look at that full press by Bucks CC, trying to stop Bournemouth from playing out from their 6 in defense. And is this a formation that is gonna unravel us? Tell you what, Low, you've got to do a lot better to beat Gonzalez from there. So we haven't really done too much. Let's give them the old encouragement. Yeah, a couple of little green faces there, that will do. Not much goal elf action, and it is half time. Again, pretty disappointing. We haven't really got any clear-cut chances. Old Papa is not done much. So let's do pump the fists. Here we go. And let's have a little chit chat with Papa and just be like, you have the ability to make a real difference. We've got so many options off the bench. I'm going to give it probably 60 minutes and then we'll start to make a change. Highlight to Bournemouth. I don't like this. Pumped clear. Dominici brings it out, plays it into Espandola, slips it down into Theob, and he hits the post. Papa hits the post. Corner to Bucks CC. Sands whips it in, left foot. And Mambu heads over. Mambu and Papa up front. the damage those guys can do. All right, headed clear. Espandola, the DLP, puts it out into the right. Manzanara into Cabastany. That was the weirdest curl I think I've ever seen on a goal. Incredible. We'll have to have a little look at that another time. All right, so we're 1-0 up. Get in there, Manzanara. I think I want to leave Theob on and see if we can get a debut goal. We're going to take off Mambu and bring on Lowe. Theob, or Papa, gives it away, but we've won it back. Kirtland whips it over the top. Borja Sands, left-sided, crosses it over, and Mambu, who's about to get subbed, gets himself a little fox in the box goal. Love that. Is Papa going to be one of those players where he's just not going to perform even though the stats say that he should? All right, let's pause it. We've got 2 minutes left. Espandola comes off and we are going to give, we bring on Jordan Cox just to kind of see out the game. 2-0 at home, another highlight. What is going to happen here? Is Papa going to get a debut goal? Thomas into Cox, into Thomas. Thomas driving forward. Into Cox again. Into Manzanara. Poor cross. But into Cabastany, into Cox. Oh, and he drills it wide. That's why he doesn't score that many. Well, I would say, pretty dominant, right? We beat Bournemouth, but 6.9, I guess. Maybe a little bit nervous on his debut for Papa, but there you go. We have seen ourselves here. We should have scored probably about the same. But there you go. That is the first episode in what seems like a really long time. I hope you're a little more connected with the players. 2 wins from the first 2 games of the season. We've just spent our record transfer amount on a brand new player, little, or not so little, 6'2", but Papa Theob. Welcome to the club, Papa. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Up Buck CC, let's go.